Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is actually the last one for right now. But this weekly reading is for September 25th through October 1st. And when I say the last one, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just moving it to two monthly readings for each zodiac sign. The energy just feels that I need to shift to this. I'm okay with it. Hope you're okay with it. But today we're going to go into love, money, career, and then a random message as well. Um, you probably noticed you see my face. I wanted to be on camera today. I woke up and I was like, you know what? I want to put on all of the makeup. And now you got to see it. So, yeah, here we are. Okay. Love, money, career, and a random message. So, Virgo, September 25th through October 1st. Okay. Strategy. Stork. Chaser. Snake. Altern Altered view. I don't know why that was such a tongue twister for me. We're going to move past it like it didn't happen. So, Virgo. Hmm. You're trying to make changes to a relationship. This is definitely the energy of somebody that's in a relationship or a situationship, whatever. Because I feel like you're trying to change the dynamics of a relationship or how things are happening. You have a plan. Like you know what it is that you want to change, you know? Um, and I feel like it's gonna work. This is the crazy part. Is I feel like it's going to work because somebody doesn't want to lose you, Virgo. They don't. So, there's a feeling of them being scared you're going to move on. Scared you're going to leave them. Scared that you won't talk to them anymore. And it's forcing them to see things through a different lens. Right? Okay. Four of Wands, Six of Wands, Three of Wands. I'm going to pull more. Two of Swords, Magician, Judgment, and Magician. Okay. You appreciate your relationship. It has a sense of stability that you respect. You like the dynamic of you and this person. But the way your love languages are different. And I feel like there's not a problem with discussing it, but there's a problem with it actually taking effect once you discussed it. There's a feeling to me of discussing feelings amongst each other and no real conclusion being met. Like maybe someone decides to like not do something for a week, but then it kind of falls back into this same habit again. Um and that needs to change, you know? That's what I see. Okay. Um And I feel like this week, whoever your partner is, they're definitely noticing that you're not giving them as much attention as you usually do. And they know that it has something to do with their choices, and they want to change. You know, they love the kind of care, nurture, and love that you give them, and they don't want to lose that. So there's an ego check, okay, with this person, that they're probably the issue. You know, that they're the one that needs to make the sacrifice of some sort. And you are creating this by speaking up. You are creating this by. It's so interesting, Virgo, because I feel like it has a lot of confidence on your side to be doing something like this. So it's like you are becoming avoidant, a little bit distant. And that is, they're like, okay, this has to be me. Sorry. I don't know why I did it like that. This has to be me. This has to be me. You know? So this means that I'm going to make a change. I'm going to try to do something different. And I feel like there has been, like, there is a little bit of lack of awareness at first. You know, because it's like, oh, Virgo will come around. But when they realize that you're not coming around, then there's a little bit of terror that sets in. Okay. So let me see what advice is. Ace of Swords and the Chariot. Yeah. This is like, yes, you're not confident on where this is going. You don't know where this is going, right? But you know that this is an obstacle. You know that this is something that needs to be discussed or talked about. And you have to take the next steps to make it happen, to make it change. And that's what you're doing this week. Okay. I mean, that's clear. It's clear that you're demanding some change here. Okay, money and career, Virgo. Job loss, termination of employment, selling, and dress to impress. You know what's weird about this job loss or termination? I don't feel like that's what's coming up for you by any means. I feel like there's this weird fear of it. Okay? And I say weird because I feel like it's coming from nowhere. It's more like anxiety driven. It doesn't, because there's something that may trigger this feeling for you. Yeah, this is in your feelings. Like, you just feel like you're gonna lose your job. Like, you're like overwhelmed with what would happen if you did lose your job. It's not like you're at a risk for it to happen. And you need to come out of your head. You know, it's important for you to talk to somebody about the anxiety that you're feeling, like to get it off your chest. I don't see it happening though. It's more like something that's just building up inside of you. Maybe other people are doing better than you, or like, I don't know. There's like a weirdness that has to do with it. It feels like anxiety, you know. That's what it feels like. Justice and the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like all of this is building up. It's like you're starting to see every single thing that your job, company, whatever it is doing wrong. Like you're really, really focused on it. It's like it's weird. It's like some subconscious trying to convince yourself, and you're like, I need to work harder. I need to do all these things. You're like hyper focused on your career and the bad things that could happen. I will say this: Page of Wands and the Temperance. All these are in reverse because it feels to me like it's just all in your head. Like there's a message or something you saw or heard that is like triggering this, but it doesn't feel like it has any like meat and potatoes to it. Um, yeah. So I feel like this feels like you feel like you should be doing more. So you're like dressing better, acting better. You're like being on high alert of this is what I need to be doing. Um and you're like doing the extra most. Like you're doing everything at once. I'm I'm looking like that, Virgo, because this energy is very like tight and anxious, you know? It's like fear of losing money, fear of losing a job, confidence level dropping when it comes to career. But why? Let me see. Did someone new come in? Maybe a new company took over? It's like maybe someone new came in, or they got someone to help, or someone is doing better and it's making you nervous. That's what it is. Or there's a new development, or you've changed something. Um and it's good for you. Like it's something you, if you've done something, it's something you want to keep. It's something you want to do with the Page of Pentacles. So it's not like you're doing it unwillingly, but you're like, this makes my future unsure, you know? It could be a new person came into the company as well, a new person bought the company out. Um, Maybe you have a new bill, a new responsibility. There's something that's triggering this, okay? All right. Star and crossroads and tree. This week, we're talking about your energy. So, this week, what's happening is the closer you get to your dreams, the closer you get to setting up your ideal life, the closer you get to, it has a mysticism to it, like your dreams, your aspirations, your ideals, your, like, things sometimes can feel so good or so unrealistic kind of to a logical mind that you're, that when the next issue comes or a problem, you're like, everything's out of control because you're kind of in a place where you've never been before. So there's a big question mark. You don't know what direction to go in. You don't have anything to base anything on. So I feel like there's this feeling this week for you, Virgo, of like, I need to make this decision, or I need to make sure I'm going in this right direction, because you're worried about your future. Okay. I will say this about your energy, Virgo. You're in a really good time of like exploration and finding out about yourself and just opening up your eyes to the possibilities of what life can be. So we have the Tower and the High Priestess. Both of these are in reverse as well. Uh, so there's a bit of brain fog around it. And it is. The Tower does talk about change, and I feel like there is a fear or a critical eye on the situation because there's a lot of change, because things are different, because there are so many like open opportunities or questions that you may have. It's important for you to remember to dig into yourself, like what it is you want, what it is that you desire, what's the best situation for you, and then like sort of trying to mold your life around that, um, instead of holding on to the past. I hope that makes sense. And the High Priestess always brings a bit of mysticism and mystery into your life as well. So there's a bit of confusion, and the only lens that you have, is your intuition or what's right for you. Okay. So then, Nine of Wands, Justice. Yeah, your challenge is going to be making decisions. Um, I feel like you just want to protect yourself, right? So you're like, should I make a decision to go down this road, this adventurous road that I know nothing about, or should I make a decision to go back to a comfortable space or what has always worked for me? And this is your opportunity to move forward, to get out of like the shackles of the past and what used to be unfairness, um like to actually stand up for yourself. This is your choice, your chance to do that, but also it involves confidence to do so as well. Okay, so then we have the King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So the reason why all this is happening is to get you to be more comfortable about your life that it is today, right now, currently, right? Um, Protect what it is that you have created. You're moving on from the past. And that's what I see with the Six of Pentacles. It's like the past has created what you have today. You've made the decisions and the choices leading up to what you've created today. So it's like protect what you've created today. You don't go back. You're like, thank you. Thank you for everything I went through. Thank you, past, for helping me reach this pinnacle. But I'm happy where I am. And I'm going to stand firm and continue to enjoy what I've built, you know? It doesn't mean falling back, okay? So then we have the Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. I don't know why this wanted to come out. I'm going to say this because I'm getting this vibe off of these two cards. Don't be afraid of love. Don't chase love off, okay? It also talks about love not being perfect as well. There are arguments, there are tension, things don't work. Um, there's a fear of what other people will think. Will this person hurt me? Like all of those things linger. All of those things are still there. You can't make them go away. Just is what it is, right? But the Knight of Cups is like, enjoy this love that you're receiving. Enjoy it. but also stay true to yourself. You know, it's like nothing is the matter with being in love, nothing is the matter with exploring that energy, but also be true to yourself. Okay. All right, Virgo, I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye bye.